Hello gorgeous souls, it's Mary from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. Today's video is a reading video for our month, February 1st to February 28th, 2018. And as you know, the law of attraction works. It doesn't matter even if you're watching this in another year, and another month, the message, you were drawn to hear the message, and whatever pops in your mind is the message is meant for you. And if you're getting lots of scrambling messages, then obviously you got to revisit the video again, because sometimes we got so much going on in our minds that we can't listen to the message. That's what happens. So just revisit and maybe you'll get more information. All my videos, all my readings, I should say, I usually have people record them with their phone, or I used to use tape recorders. That's ancient. And when you listen to the reading, maybe the first time, you probably won't get the message completely. You will, but then if you listen to it the second time and revisit, you'd be amazed. Like, you got more messages than you ever could, you know. And that's how the law of attraction works and spirit guides work. And I was guided today to actually do them month to month. Okay, so I usually film my videos once a week. And I just filmed a video this Monday, just a few days ago. But it doesn't matter because there's more to talk about, because we had a full moon yesterday. It's still going on today. A full moon, blue moon in Leo. Now, blue moon means that there's 2 full moons in 1 month. Okay, so which that means is pretty rare, and it's a lunar eclipse, so it's quite intense. And a lot of us was feeling it. So a lot of stuff, a lot of layers will come up, triggers will happen, and it's important to allow them to come up and just to release them and not to take it over the limit. Now, Leos are known to be, well, the sign Leo, not you. If you're a Leo, I don't mean this by any means to offend you or anything, but Leos can be very intense signs, and they can be dramatic, loving, very loving, but just very intense, very fiery. So the energy is really fiery right now, and especially with the eclipse. So we're going to be feeling a lot of that. So a lot of stuff has come up for me. So the one thing that came up for me is I need to start teaching more. A lot of stuff come up. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I have has so many epiphanies and so many aha moments during this full moon. And today I said, oh, I got to film this video for you, and I'm glad I did. Change is necessary. Okay, so I'm going to be reading with a new deck that I just got. It's called Crystal Visions. I have a really, really bright light, and hopefully you can see it. Anyways, this is the box. Okay, and these are the cards. So before we begin, calling onto a higher power, calling onto God, calling onto Jesus, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, light beings, please give us a message for our highest good, for what we all need to know for right now, our month ahead. Okay, I'll just shuffle them. Yeah, they're very new cards, so they kind of stick together, but I've shuffled and shuffled them. Okay, I think that's enough. What do we need to know for now? Okay, cut them in 3. Okay, so we got the Tower, 7 of Cups, and the Star. That's for week 1. Week 2, we got Page of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Empress. Okay. Week 3, we got the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. I've got so many crystals on my table, I gotta move everything. Okay, and for week 4, we got the Hierophant, 3 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and 1 wants to come out, so it's a 10 of Wands. Okay, interesting. Okay, so going on to week 1. So I'm doing it the same way as I always done. I've done my readings for the reading videos. I've always picked 3 cards for the first week, and I would read. They basically, I don't have a set day like, oh, this card is for that day, that card. It's just a message, and the cards are just tools to help open up the intuition and open up my third eye. So I see messages. The way my intuition works is I see mental pictures. I can't predict how it's going to happen. I'll hear messages. I'll feel messages. Even I've gotten a new one. I smell things. I smell things, and that's a new thing that I'm getting, and I'm getting a new gift. It's close to mediumship. So I'm starting to, I know when I smell a perfume, then I know that a departed loved one is around, or someone's departed loved one, and then I have to, it's just a time for me to just connect and listen to what the message is. And okay, so further ado, here we go. The first card is the Tower, and I know I've just recently filmed a video for the first week, but this kind of, let's just put a little bit more information to that. We got the full moon going on, and the Tower card, if you see it, it's a card of renovation. It's an explosion of things. It's a lot of debris. It's kind of like, it looks like a tornado. It looks like a hurricane that is hitting this this building. Okay, now with these cards, I love these cards. I just got them and I had to start reading them right away. The messages, there's so much symbolism that's on them. That's amazing. They're hand painted, and I just love cards that have beautiful artwork that's been hand painted by somebody, by an artist, not just digital art. Nothing wrong with digital art. Love digital art, but there's so much of it out there. I need something that's, you know, that's something that's just me. That's my personal opinion. And what I get from this is doing things differently. This is just changing. Your life is about to change. This full moon has been bringing up a lot of tense emotions, and this week you're going to feel it. So maybe there's been some things that have been going on in your life that has been underneath the rug, and you've been just putting it underneath the rug, or you've been putting it on a shelf, or you've been putting it away, you've been putting it, hiding it. So now La Luna is this influence, and the Tower card is actually shedding the light. There's no place to hide, because now the shadows are coming out. There's nothing wrong with the shadows, because we need to know what the shadows are so we can come through to the light, because when there's a shadow, there's light. Like, we need both. It's just like the divine masculine, the divine feminine. We need the male and the female to accomplish and to manifest anything that of our heart's desires, right? So that is how the law of attraction works. You need to go through the messy stuff, the negative stuff. You need to feel those emotions, and you're going to feel them. You're really going to feel them this week. They might even last a little bit longer, but I mean, what's happening is that you need to face it and look at it, okay? So that is what's happening right now, okay? We also have Imbolc, which is actually, that's on the 2nd. That's tomorrow. That's like a solstice. No, it's not a solstice. Sorry. It's just a Sabbath, and what I look at it is it's a cleansing. It's the day of Bridget. She's a saint, and she's also a goddess, and she's a beautiful energy, a beautiful goddess that represents healing and light. It represents lots of light. And so it's a cleansing is what it is. So you are cleansing, and remember that. Tears have to be shed, things have to be shed, and you're going to start seeing the messages. The messages might come through dreams, and you might feel things, okay? Because I'm actually, like, while I'm filming this, I can see an image of something, of a face, and it's telling me that you're being called upon to do something, and there's a message. I'm not sure exactly, but there's a message that's there for you. I just seen that image. I've been seeing messages. I've been seeing like images of faces and things like that for all my life, and I'm seeing that right now. So that is a message for you to take notice, okay, with that, okay. 7 of Cups. That makes sense. I'm going to show you what the 7 of Cups looks like, if you can see it. Oh, maybe not. Oh well. 7 of Cups is breaking through the illusion. So that is what part of the end of the week is. I would have to say probably closer to the weekend. Actually later than actually, let's just say the first week. So it's probably, it's Thursday, so Thursday to Thursday. So more like around, yeah, like around closer to the late weekend, Sunday, you're going to probably feel these effects really taking place. Like the Seven of Cups is breaking through the illusion, like something that you've been very disillusioned by someone or something that you thought the way it was and it wasn't. Or maybe it's just time that you've been holding on too long and now it's time to let go. It really is, because you realize that whatever it was, it's not bearing fruit and it's not serving you. It's a good time to do some decluttering. You know, it's a really good time to reorganize, and it's telling you that maybe there's something that you have been working on for a long time and thinking about, or it's done its job, it's done its thing, it's time to move on, you know, and it's time to see the truth of the matter. And I know it sounds harsh and you may not like what I say, but take the message and use it to where you need to. It's actually really good to get a pen and paper and take notes on the reading that I'm giving you, because messages will come through. And we got the star, which is at the end of our week. Of this first week of February, and that is, the star is really great. It's inspiration, it's feeling lighter, it's enlightened, it's an enlightened energy, it's inspiration, it's just feeling this intense emotion and also this excited emotion, knowing. If you listen to your intuition, so the first week is, if you listen to your intuition, you listen to that inner voice, listen to the message, you are going to come out of this so inspired, and you're going to find something that you didn't realize that was there all along, that was inside of you or inside of another person. And it's joining the forces of getting rid of the old, of the ego. So like there's a lot of ego. When I say ego, sometimes, okay, we can love somebody. When it comes to love, we can adore this person. There are soulmates, yes. And mind you, it's a beautiful thing when you find your soulmate. But then there's a thing called the ego and the mind. And what happens is that sometimes the ego is built on false principles and false, you know, it's just a disillusionment of that person. The person's very disillusioned about themselves. They're egotistic, and the person becomes very egotistic. So what happens is that they tend to be very toxic, and they tend to maybe just become very negative towards you. And also sometimes it could be even a friend. Gossip. A person wants to gossip. A person gossips, they want you to reciprocate back the gossip, because that just feeds, you know, it's kind of like spreading a cold virus. And the same thing with a negative person that is built on false ego. You know, we all need an ego to survive. We need a healthy ego. Like, my name's Mary Rose, and that's my ego. That's me. I'm in this body, and that is the physical. Anybody that's on this planet Earth has an ego. If we're in the divine, from divine spirit, there's no ego. Angelic forces, there's no ego. But it's just while we're here, you know, we have an ego, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when it goes sour and goes negative, and that is when a person is not connected to the higher power, to their higher being, to spirit. Okay, and we are all spirit. We are spirit becoming human, not human becoming spirit. And sometimes the person's soul carries on incarnations from past lives that are very negative, and you know, so they're here to work on it, right? And so sometimes their ego is a result of the soul that has incarnated in this lifetime, and they have taken this, and so sometimes they're giving you that negativity. And when they give you that negativity, it's not their stuff. It's actually your stuff, because we all come into each other's lives to bring something else in each other. Okay, so when you see somebody, when somebody's triggering you, they are doing you a favor. If they trigger you, they're doing you a favor, because if you didn't have that trigger to begin with, because there's something inside of you that you need to work on, you would have never had it. So it's kind of like you're looking at them. They're just more of like delivering that to you. And the same thing when you find that somebody's abusive and you're triggering them, you got to just back away and say, oh, that's not my stuff. that is your stuff, none of my business. I'm serious. Don't take it personally. I always say that. Don't take it personally, because you're not the fault of that person that is going through that. And that has to do with love. So even if you're in a relationship and you love that person, but that person, you're getting hurt and it's going back and forth, just know that you got into each other's lives for a reason. And it can all turn right around, but you're going to realize a lot of things this week. So that's what February 1st and February 1st to 7th is about, or any time, even if you're watching this any other time. Okay, so, and that's what's going to bring, like I said, the stars and enlightenment. And I believe that we all, like, I can keep going on and on, but it's like the enlightenment comes and we're just like the aha moment. And, you know, we're like, yes, I got it. I got it. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay. Let's see, the second week, which would be the Page of Cups. I love this card. It's actually the picture on the box. And oh, you can't see it, so bright. So bright. But anyways, I'll just explain. She's got the moon in back of her. So there's the moon right here. And she's on a large pedestal on the water. And she's got lotus flowers around her. Doesn't that sound beautiful? Sounds dreamy. She's got the moon, and it's a beautiful moonlight. And you see how when I picked up this card, I just started talking softly, and she's dreaming, and she's not disillusioned. She's actually dreaming. It's good to dream. You know that. It's good to daydream. It's good to dream. And it's just important just to take that time to observe and just feel energy of colors, of nature, read a book, just do something that makes you feel relaxed and peaceful, in a peaceful state. I love to make things, like I said, I love to create things, and I love to go to art supply stores and just get stuff and just create and get artsy. And I don't have any set goals, I just do. But you know, it's a really good thing. This is probably telling you to do a vision board. Okay, what you do is just get a large canvas or a large board, and just put pictures of things that you would like to have. Is it a beach house? Is it more money? Is it to be an entertainer, to be whatever? I'm just giving you just some glimpse, or to have more love in your life, whatever it is, to be healthier, to be happier, to whatever it is. I can just go on, but I'm not going to waste time just talking about what you could do, because you know what you can do, and you got to listen to that. You got to listen to what's in here. Okay, so that's telling you to take some time off and just dream a little bit. And we got the Two of Cups, which is telling us that we're going to have a little bit more. Oh, we got to see this card. It's I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. It's two people. They're in the bath, or actually they're in the same pond as the Page of Cups, and they're both pouring each other a glass of something. And they look really happy. They're under the moonlight. There's a nice beautiful fairy here, and that's just saying that it's a magical time. It's a magical time. So I know that this would definitely be a very sensitive time for a lot of people with Valentine's Day coming up. So a lot of people will be feeling some intense emotions with that. It's a love time. You know what? Valentine's Day doesn't have to necessarily mean that you got to be in a love relationship or be happy with somebody. It's about yourself. It's about love with yourself. It's about connecting with you, and to be happy in this relationship, any relationship, it starts here, and that is where it starts. Everybody that comes into your life that you love, they're reflecting what you already feel in your spirit, and they are showing you that. And that is why we want more of that, and we crave that. It's almost like an addiction, you know, like I want that love, I want that love. And then the person pulls away, the other person pulls away, and then we feel, why are they pulling away from me? I love them. It's not you. Like I said, it's the other person, and you have to love people and let them go unconditionally, and let them go. Like, and then whatever's meant to come to you will always come back to you. Remember that. Remember, it always comes back. This is telling you that there is love out there for you, regardless. If you're in a relationship and you're waiting for it to grow, well, there's love that's there. It's just, sometimes there's a lot of mental chatter, there's a lot of ego, there's a lot of mind stuff that's happening, or there's just circumstances, whatever it is. Just know that there's love that's there for you, but it starts here. You got to go here to find that love. And we got the Empress. That is closer towards the end of the second week. And the Empress is nurturing energy. Actually, the Empress is kind of like, well, she's pregnant. She is pregnant, and she's growing. There's a baby growing inside of her. And so this is what's happening with you. Not necessarily you're going to have a baby, or maybe not, but I'm just not saying that. What I'm saying is the way the fetus grows in the womb, that is what you are growing right now. You are growing something, and you are always learning, always learning. It's important to let go of the repeatable cycles and patterns that seem to come up. And those repeatable patterns are telling you that it's time to change. It's time to dream a little bit. It's time to just let go and be more who you truly are. Tap into the love nature within yourself. It's very important that you do that, okay? And that is what the Empress says. She's self-love, she's self-care, self-beauty, everything's about the self. And you are a beautiful human being. And remember that. And you got to give yourself time during this week. You're going to feel things. Just allow them just to be. And don't force anything. Just allow it. Okay. And so the third week, we got the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is get to work. We had the second week where we were just daydreaming a little bit, which is good. Looking at our goals, looking at evaluating. Now it's time to get moving, get cracking, start making things happen. Just take the action. That's basically what the Page of Pentacles is saying. You are an apprentice. You are at the beginning. She is playing her guitar, and she's on a tree, and there's a bunch of crystals around her, and she is doing her thing. And that is what you need to do. You need to do your own thing and allow to come up what needs to come up. Don't be afraid to try something new, and just do it. Believe in yourself. It's important that you do that, okay? And then going towards the second card, that would probably be in the third week, but it's going a little bit closer to the middle of the week. We got the Page of Swords, and that is investigation. Looking deeper into something. I love the Page of Swords. She's learning. She's a learning card. And what she's doing is she's going into different avenues of different things and learning different things about herself. And she's uncovering. She's basically rebirthing herself is what she's doing. She's going through a new beginning. That's what it's telling you to do. It kind of goes with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is all about planting the seeds and get cracking, doing something that you want to do maybe a little bit differently, something earthy. And then the Page of Swords is the research and studying. So that is what you need to do. You need to do some studying and some work on this, and breakthrough. Don't care what anybody says. Don't care. Just do it. Believe in yourself. That's what that means. Believe in yourself. And we got the Ace of Pentacles at the end of the week. And the Ace, that fell on the floor. I'll pick it up after. The Ace of Pentacles is planting the best seed of all, of abundance and manifesting abundance. Its time is now to do it. This is a magical time for you, and you are about to embark on something really great and really, really creative. Maybe you've been feeling blocked about it. Well, get out of your mind. You probably need to do some work on yourself, and that's okay. Give yourself the time. Maybe you need to daydream a little bit more. Maybe you need to self-care. So take the self-care first, and then go into all of this that I was talking about. You need to get rid of the clutter, the mental clutter first, before you can engage into the new. Okay, and that's a great thing. And then we got the fourth week. of February. And we got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is spiritual matters. I always see the Hierophant as, well, he's the Pope. Traditionally, in traditional tarot cards, he was called the Pope. But the Hierophant, it's called the Hierophant now. I don't know why. I've been studying tarot cards since I was 12 years old, and I don't know that answer. But anyways, the Hierophant is telling you to look at the broader, look at things from a bigger angle rather than look at things from, don't have the tunnel vision. Take the tunnel vision, get out of the tunnel vision. Look at things all around you. Look at all your prospects and look at everything that is around you. Look at the bigger picture. Also, it represents to connect with your higher power, with your crown chakra. We got 7 energy chakras, and each chakra is for a specific nerve ending within us. That's the best way to describe it. And the 7th chakra is your crown chakra, which is connected to the divine, to God, to higher power, whatever you want to call it. Hey, it's all the same thing. It's love. It's all the same. It's all connected. And you need to connect with the higher power, perhaps maybe just to go within a little bit more and just doing a little bit more reflecting and just connecting. It's all about messages this month. It's all about receiving. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting through this. Okay. And we got the 3 of Cups. And I love that. You see, they're partying. Who don't love a party? We love party, even if it's just we don't have to go out and socialize and mingle. It's, you know, whatever, you don't feel like going out tonight. Okay, so, but they're all enjoying themselves. They're all relaxing and they're just enjoying each other's company. And, you know, you can actually also do that on social media. You don't have to actually get out of the house. That's the beauty part about social media. And where we got Skype and where we got FaceTime, we just connect, just like what I'm doing. I'm connecting with you guys. So we all connect and we can do it live and it feels like a party. It really does. We don't have to get out. So party, get out there and party. Whatever that means to you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go out and party and dance. Mind you, I love to dance. I love to party. I don't drink. I just love to dance. That's it. Just give me the dance floor and just let me be. I'll be there, and some water. But that's what you need to do. You need to get out there and party a little bit. And then the last card is the Ace of Wands. This seals it up. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, inspiration. It's like the star, and it's a beautiful thing. It's coming into your own power, coming into your own creativity. It's finding your passion, and it's coming to the truth of who you truly are. And it's also manifestation. It's manifesting your dreams. It also relates to a lot of love and a lot of sharing. Okay, so maybe I'm saying everything about the month, but perhaps maybe this is a little bit of a longer period of time. Perhaps maybe this can be from the time that you're watching it to a 3-month period. Whatever it is, take all of the messages that have come through and write them down, because this is manifesting your dreams and your goals and bringing them towards you. This is also messages. I always see this as messages, telephone calls, and voicemail messages. Did I say voicemail messages? We don't use voicemail is a thing of the past. We use everything's text now. Texting. So this is all about messages, getting messages from someone, receiving messages. So that is also a beautiful thing. And we got a ruby on top and protection, and we got a dragon. And so dragons are protection. We got 4-leaf clovers, which are good luck and prosperity. So I'm just seeing lots of messages here. So through all of this, I'll just go through this quickly. You got to go through the things that are coming up, the nasties, let's call them, the darkness, the dark night of the soul. You need to go through this and don't be afraid of it. Okay, you're going through it. Yes, it is challenging, but you're going to uncover something in your life that you didn't even realize that was not there. You're going to realize things about yourself. You're going to realize things about another person. You're just going to have that aha moment. You got to go through it, but it's important that you are not afraid of the shadow of it, okay? Because that you're going to come out really amazing from it. And then you need to take some time out to do a little bit of daydreaming, a little bit of relaxing, and just taking some time for self-love, loving yourself. And it's all about partnership with the self. So your body and your soul, your spirit is all a partnership, right? Okay, because you are more than just your body, okay? You know, think about it. Who is behind the body watching this video? It's the soul, it's the spirit, right? There's something beyond that. You are in a partnership. So your spirit is in partnership with your body, right? And your soul, like you all are in a partnership, right? Or more than just human. Remember, lifting up my hand, that's coming from somewhere. That's an energy. And that's coming from somewhere. Yeah, science can say, okay, yeah, physics, it's mental, it's in the brain. But where's the mind really? Is it really the brain? Like, there's more to it. We're in a partnership, okay? So I'm not going to get deep into that, but I'm going to tell you, you have a partnership with yourself. So give yourself self-care. If something tragic happened to you, something is just intense, give yourself some self-love. Love yourself. It's okay to cry. It's okay to just weep, because you need to cleanse. When you cry, you are cleansing, and it's important to do that because something is coming to you, and it's important to take that and to take that message. And then the third week was telling us to get cracking, start getting cracking, and start doing some things different. Oh, I just got a cat. And it's Spunky. He's my baby. And he just wanted to come to say hello to you. Cats have a message. And I read animals. I read animal medicine. And he's telling you to go pet some animals. I know that sounds really, yeah, pet some animals. He's coming here to say, to just get in touch with a pet. Get a pet, maybe. Go to the zoo if it's not too cold. I live in North America. It's pretty cold. Yeah, that's the message. To get in touch with nature. That's what he's saying. To, even if it's cold outside, and it's to just love nature. Just walk and just get in touch with the plants and get in touch with the trees. Go hug a tree. And what the third week is telling us to just get cracking and start doing things that we need to get focused on, right? It's about focus. That's what it really is. And then with the fourth week, told us to connect with our higher power and maybe do a celebration. Celebrate a little bit. Celebrate life. That's what it's telling us, to celebrate life. It's about gratitude. Take a journal and write all the things down that you are grateful for. Look at the little things in life that give you so much joy and just write them down. We got so much to be grateful for. We have a new moon in the month of February. We don't have no full moon. The full moon was, we had 2 full moons last month. So saying that, it's, you got to be your own light. You got to just connect with yourself and look at the little things that you're happy about. If you want to change your vibration to manifestation, you've got to go into a state of gratitude and unconditional love, self-love. Sometimes it's hard for us to love ourselves because we're just hard on ourselves. The message is to not be hard on yourself, to let go a little bit and just to, you know, celebrate life a little bit. And if you're not interested in celebrating life, then take a look at why. You know, reflect. Why don't you want to celebrate life or self-love or self-care or whatever that is? Or why are you feeling less gratitude? There's something that's there that you need to focus on, that you need to look at. And it's not a pleasant thing. I know I keep going back to it. You got to look at that. And it might take some time to work on it. You know, but if you need help, there's tools out there. You need help. The one thing that what I like to work with is selenite for that. Selenite is a really good healing stone because it helps us to connect to the higher power. It helps me connect to the angelic realm. I sleep with selenite sometimes, and I also have a beautiful lamp made out of selenite. I can't show it to you, but you've probably seen it in previous videos, but I just love it, and it's amazing. Also, I love to use is peppermint essential oil by doTERRA, and it helps me to focus, and I just put some on. I put a drop on my hands, okay? I rub my hands together, and then I just inhale. And I also take a few drops and I put it on a spoon and I just drink it, because it's also a great breath freshener. Now, you can't do that with any essential oils because they're toxic and they're not meant to be digested. With doTERRA, they are so pure. They are therapeutic grade, organic. They have a complete process on how they distill their oils. It's pretty amazing because this oil does so much wonders. It takes away my headache. It takes away acid reflux. That's so much for my digestion. I can go on and on about peppermint. It's so yummy. It smells like a candy cane. It's just so beautiful, and I just love it. And it just helps me breathe. It's really good for clearing sinuses as well. It helps me to breathe better and helps me to connect to my heart better. There's so many different uses for peppermint oil. You can even cook it with it. You can even make truffles. I put it in my in some of my cacao. I make cacao chocolate, and I put a little bit in there, and it's delicious. Anyways, you can make ice cream with it too. Chocolate mint ice cream. I'm making myself hungry. What is life without good food? And if you're interested in purchasing an oil, peppermint, send me an email, psychicmaryrose8@gmail.com, and I will give you the full scoop on how to order this and maybe get it at wholesale price if you're interested. And if you're interested in getting a reading from me, learning more about it, just go to my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com, and subscribe to my newsletter. I'm giving lots of freebies to you by just subscribing, but you got to get them. You got to do it now because it's going to be changing. There's going to be some changes happening on my website, so just go and get your freebies. Also, please, I ask that you subscribe to my channel, okay? Because I'm going to also be giving you some tutorials on different things, on spirituality, Reiki, crystal healing, all different things. I've been studying this for so many years, and I want to share my knowledge and make a difference in your life, okay? And hope that was helpful for you. And you take care of yourself until next time. Peace, light, and blessings. Namaste.